very small place. Soccer wasn't huge, so I certainly never thought that I would have been able to play in the World Cup. I don't think that I could have ever imagined what my national team career could have been like.
You look up to certain players when you're growing up. Now to have the opportunity to play with him, I get to even see more like the subtleties, the little things behind the scenes.
It kind of ends an argument that I'm sure would have started that would have said that, well, you have to be in Europe to be able to play at the international level.
He has so much experience and played in so many big games.
People, especially about France, were saying, oh, the team came in last, et cetera, et cetera. And I still don't even see France like that. I see it as my first World Cup. I couldn't believe I was in a World Cup to begin with. I couldn't believe I was playing against Klinsmann in a World Cup and Bierhoff and so for me, even though it was like a last place finish, to me it was like the best thing in the world. And I still don't think some people really get that. And I think people that don't are people that never played in a World Cup and really experienced it and really kind of gone through what you go through as a player trying to achieve something like that. Certainly the performance of the team, left a lot to be desired, and you want to do better because you're just competitive by nature. But, from an individual and a personal level, it was still a great experience for me. And then going into 2002, then you start saying like, wow, we can compete with some of the biggest teams, and then now you start dreaming a little bit more about getting, further along than the last time, and because you've done it now, you've gotten to a certain point, a certain standard has been set. So now, what can we do, and that's kind of the way I approach this next World Cup. As far as what we do, it's certainly a bond there, and you can definitely understand where the other person's coming from. The number of years that we've done it, to even, this being probably our last World Cup. Casey Keller, when's the next time you're going to see an American goalkeeper that good? A goalkeeper, period, for that matter. And I've always said, if you're really honest, he's one of the best goalkeepers in the world, easily. Claudio. If you really think about it, I think, we have a lot of guys like that. Landon's an obvious choice. You think Eddie Johnson, I think he's going to get to that point. It'd be hard to imagine how Gucci wouldn't be one of those guys with his size and strength. And I even think that he, in a weird way, sort of is setting a standard for like the new defender, like the size and the strength. He kind of has the size of some maybe the European defenders. And sometimes you think of DeMarcus, you even put him in a different category as far as age is concerned because he started so young. And Bobby Convey, who's doing well now. A lot of those guys that were in that Bradenton camp really paid dividends for them. Tim Howard, having such a big country, as we start pulling players from other sports or start, kids stop playing some of the other sports, which is going to happen, then I think it's going to be even better. It's hard to find a player that doesn't like Bruce and can't appreciate him as a coach. For me, he's coached me the longest of any coach I've ever had in my career. And he's obviously the most successful coach this country's ever had. So I think if you're a player and you can match yourself up with the most successful coach, then you're obviously going to be successful. So I think I've been fortunate in that respect. His future is whatever he wants it to be. I think soccer in this country kind of needs him to be involved in some way, and I think he will be. But I think to have that, to not be drawing from that source constantly, that would set things in the wrong direction.